Hello everyone, welcome. This is Sanjeevani Nayak and today in this video I will be explaining how to draw the diagrams from Unit 3, Human Anatomy and Physiology, and the chapters which I will be doing in this session are Sense Organs and Endocrine System. In my previous video, I have already explained how to draw the diagrams from chapters Circulatory System, Excretory System and Nervous System. Do check the videos. Also, I have completed Unit 1 and Unit 2. Links for the same are given below. And let us begin with the sense organ. Now, in sense organ, the first and most important diagram is the structure of eye. It mostly comes for labeling, but it can be asked for drawing as well. Now, many students find it difficult to draw. I will explain you step by step how to draw the diagram and how to label it, how to remember the labels. So here is the diagram of structure of eye or the horizontal section of eye. Now in this particular diagram you saw how to draw it. Okay, and now let us see the important labelings. Now whenever it is advisable, whenever you draw, first you draw the three layers, right? Now whenever you draw first three layers. Okay, so here you saw the three layers, the sclera, choroid middle layer, to show it different from the other two. We can draw it or we can show it in dotted form. So second layer. So we'll first start with the three layers. Sclera, the outermost layer, choroid, the middle layer, and retina, the inner layer. Now choroid we can show dotted so as to differentiate it. Then you saw when I labeled, I started with this particular side, sclera, choroid, retina. Then you can label yellow spot. Now you remember that yellow spot has to be on the horizontal axis of the eye, on retina. So almost at horizontal axis on retina you will show yellow spot. Then you can see blind spot. Now blind spot is that particular region from where the optic nerve arises. So here you can see optic nerve arising. This is optic nerve and this is blind spot, which is below yellow spot. Okay. So this backward part is done. Now let us come to the front part. Now if you see the front part, first we'll start with the labeling of the layers. So the outermost layer, which is in continuous with the inner layer of eyelids, will be called as conjunctiva. Second, you can see the layer which is in continuous with sclera. So sclera in front of the eye continues and becomes transparent. So this particular transparent layer, remember sclera का continuous देखना है, ठीक है? स्क्लेरा कंटिन्यू हो रहा है फ्रंट ऑफ आई में, इट बिकम्स ट्रांसपेरेंट और वो ट्रांसपेरेंट लेयर को हम बोलेंगे कॉर्निया. ओके, सो दीज आर दी टू लेयर्स. देन बिटवीन दीज टू, दैट इज आइरीज के बीच में हम लेबल करेंगे प्यूपिल. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट इज प्यूपिल. देन दिस इज आइरिस. ओके, एंड देन यू कैन सी कोरोइड ऑल्सो एक्सटेंड्स. आइरिस के पीछे थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंड हो रहा है एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर एक्सटेंशन इज कॉल्ड ciliary muscle. Correct. And you can see this particular part, that is lens. Now this lens is connected to ciliary muscle by ligament, thread-like structure, and that thread-like structure is called suspensory ligament. So this is all about the structure. Then chamber. Now chamber, that is space between cornea and lens, is filled with fluid that is called as aqueous humor. And then the space between lens and retina is filled with fluid called as vitreous humor. So this is all about the structure of eye. Let us see the diagram of the common defects of the eye. Now in this there are two important diagrams, that is of hyperopia and myopia. Now mostly they don't ask us to draw the defects, eye defects. This particular question comes in 5-mark question in section B. Now the question usually is, they give you the defect and then they ask you to identify the defect. They ask you to write the cause of that particular defect, correction of that particular defect, and the last question is to draw its correction. So how to draw its correction, that I'll explain you. We'll also see how to draw the defects. Is the diagram of myopia. Now you can see how I drew the eyeball. Now this is how you are going to get the diagram and this is how you are going to draw the eyeball. Now it is not necessary for you to draw all the three layers, that is sclera, choroid and retina. Actually this will come to identify. How will you identify what is this particular defect? Now here you can see that the image is formed in front of retina. Retina के आगे बना है. Now retina के पहले अगर image form हो रहा है, then this particular condition is called as myopia. Okay, or it is called short sightedness. In this particular condition, person may see nearby objects clearly, but distant objects appear blurred. What are the two possible reasons for the myopia? One, eyeball lengthens from front to back. So lengthening of eyeball from front to back, or lens becomes too curved. It bulges or it becomes too curved. Now let us see the correction. Correction for myopia is concave lens. Now that is the diagram which is important. You will have to draw the concave. What you will do, you will draw the same diagram and you just have to use concave lens. This is the correction for myopia. Now you have to use concave lens. So same diagram है, सिर्फ हमें concave lens use करना है. Now the next important thing is the ray. Now light ray will diverge from concave lens. So you will have to show little divergence. Okay? And you have to remember that this light ray should not pass across the eye rays. Okay? It will not fall on eye rays. So what you can do is simply draw a small iris so that it does not interfere, it doesn't come in the path of light ray. Okay, and then you have to show convergence from the lens and make this particular ray fall on fovea centralis or yellow spot. So this is the diagram of correction. Now let us see the next one, that is hyperopia. This is hyperopia or long-sightedness. Now in this diagram, how will you identify this is hyperopia? Image is formed behind retina. Okay, retina के पीछे form हो गया image. So in this particular condition, person can see the distant object clearly, but nearby object cannot be seen clearly, or simply nearby object appears blurred. Cause, what is the cause? First, shortening of eyeball, exactly opposite of myopia. तो यहाँ पर पीछे इमेज फॉर्म हो रहा है. क्यों पीछे फॉर्म हो रहा है? बिकॉज आईबॉल छोटा हो गया. एंड ऐसे याद रखना, आईबॉल भी छोटा हो गया और लेंस भी फ्लैट हो गया. सो फ्लैटनिंग ऑफ लेंस और लेंस बिकम्स फ्लैट एंड आईबॉल शॉर्टन्स फ्रंट टू बैक. सो दीज आर द टू कॉज ऑफ hyperopia, or it is even called hypermetropia. Now let us see the correction. The correction of this particular condition, we use convex lens, which is converging lens. As the image is from behind retina, हमें चाहिए कि image form हो on retina, येलो स्पॉट पे, तो यहाँ पर लाइट को कन्वर्ज करने वाला लेंस की जरूरत है. So the converging lens we use is convex lens. So let us see the correction. This is the diagram for correction. Now it is very difficult to show the convergence twice. So draw a diagram in such a way that you will be able to draw convergence twice. One, light ray when light ray falls on lens, that is convex lens, it converges a little, and then on the eye lens it further converges and it falls on the retina. So you'll have to draw this particular diagram very carefully. You'll have to show that little convergence on both lens. And you will draw arrow 3 times on each ray. So one which is passing once when it is falling on lens, second time when it falls on eye lens, and third time when it falls on retina. So this is the correction for hyperopia. Now here mostly is again asked for labeling, but let us see how to draw if it comes for drawing. So this is the diagram of ear. Now here, ear pinna, auditory canal, eardrum. Now this particular 3 thing comes in external ear. This part is external ear. Middle ear has hammer, anvil, stirrup, or else you can call it as malleus, incus and stapes, their scientific name. These 3 bones together are called ear ossicles. Then we can see this particular last ear ossicle, that is stirrup or stapes, is connected to cochlea. So the spiral shaped structure is cochlea. From this arises auditory nerve. Then you can see the part, now this particular part, from this 3 bone, below this 3 bone, you can see there is a tube. This is called as eustachian tube, which connects the middle ear. This particular portion is called as middle ear, which connects the middle ear to throat. And the inner ear. Now from here, this is the inner ear. Inner ear includes cochlea, semicircular canals, 3 semicircular canals, and utriculus and sacculus. It's okay if you don't label it here. So this upper one will be utriculus and the lower one will be sacculus. Both together are called ear vestibules. So this is the diagram of ear. Not very important for drawing, but if it is asked, you should know how to draw. Now let us see the inner ear, which is important. So now let us see the diagram of internal ear or inner ear, which includes cochlea, sacculus, utriculus and semicircular canal. Diagram of inner ear. So we have to draw cochlea, sacculus, utriculus and 3 semicircular canals and auditory nerve. Enough. Now this particular portion is called ampulla. It's okay if you don't label. It is not very important. Okay. Next diagram, that is cochlea and its inner cavities. Now this particular diagram has never appeared in exam for drawing, but it can be asked. It is very simple diagram. So let us see. of inner cavities of cochlea. So 3 cavities: vestibular canal, median canal and tympanal canal. In median canal you have to show organ of Corti having hair-like cells and tectorial membrane over it. Okay, and you know the fluid which is present in these canal. Median canal is filled with endolymph. Vestibular and tympanal canal is filled with perilymph. Okay, so this is all about the diagrams of sense organs, endocrine system. Now, the very first diagram is the thyroid gland diagram. Mostly the question in endocrine glands is to identify the diagram. But there are few glands, that is thyroid gland and pituitary gland, which can be asked for drawing or for labeling. So let us see how to draw. Thyroid gland, you know thyroid gland is present in front of neck just below larynx. Okay, so you will draw trachea, is present above trachea, so trachea draw karenge, larynx draw karenge, thyroid gland, and you can see the 2 lobes of thyroid gland is connected by isthmus. So this is the diagram of pituitary gland. Now here you have to draw hypothalamus at the top, and you know there are 3 lobes of pituitary gland. Now the lobe which is connected to hypothalamus, this particular lobe will be labeled as posterior pituitary. Now important as per labeling. Anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary में confusion होता है. So to avoid this confusion, remember the lobe which is connected to hypothalamus directly is posterior pituitary lobe, and the one which is not directly connected to hypothalamus, or we can say that it attaches to this particular stalk, is the anterior pituitary. Between these two is the intermediate lobe, and this particular stalk, the connecting part, is called as hypophyseal stalk. So with this we have completed the diagrams, list of diagrams of all the chapters as per the reduced ICSE syllabus 2020. I hope you understood it, and you will be able to draw all the diagrams clearly. Practice, see, very important, you have to practice all the diagrams. So it is important to practice. Just by seeing you will not be able to have that confidence of drawing. So practice it. Thank you very much. If you like the video, please hit like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And let me know in the comment section if you need more revision or any other video. Thank you.